Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Wow, this is a new song. Alright, let's start our investigation here. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or, I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Yo, this is the first time I haven't had, like, Kyoko helping me out. So, like, this might be difficult. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that might be important. Check the body more thoroughly and maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Seem like they get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I thought this definitely is not Kyoko. Oh wait, Kyoko always wore gloves, so we don't know what was on her hands. Oh shit. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? What? But I feel like if it was on fire, I feel like the whole thing would be on fire. Why would it not get wet? The white jacket the victim was wearing totally got burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Okay. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? I mean, I guess not. But when it asks it like that, it makes me think like there is then something strange about it. I don't know. Okay, let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to figure out like why are there 3 circles. Okay, then what if I did this? Oh. Okay, then what the heck is this one? Okay, wait. There we go. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. I don't know. Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. I have no idea. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over there. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? I mean, obviously. That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. It's not covered in any blood, though. It's getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then I... Oh. And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko was the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. Hmm. I'm gonna look in the tool shed. Is a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Should probably look into that. Could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. On one side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Why? That's the one thing in here that concerns me. I don't get it, but okay. I don't know, man, but I guess we'll see. Chicken? I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. There's only 4 now. For some reason.
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens in here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
What?
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Well, hold on. The sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before, then the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Oh, which means the murder must have taken place after. Right, because part of it isn't wet. So it took place after 7:30. Okay. Right. How's this plant doing? Do I have to talk to people? This is Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too, so thank you too. Like, the what do you call it? The coat is definitely just like thrown on top of the body. Like the person's laying on their back and it's just thrown on them. I can tell. But why would they do that? Maybe it really is Kyoko. Man. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay. Good thinking. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was so sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? What's the nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. God, Byakuya, you're so dumb now. You used to be so smart and know all of it. Now he's just getting everything wrong. However, Tokuhiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh no. Alright, hero. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
You're serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Went up with Hina, it was 7:30, then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? It was 9:01. Right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Alright. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions, and I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? That's true. Is that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Of course not. God. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe I can get into her room. I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Oh yeah, we have the key to her room.
Just give up.
Alright, I have to see if I'll let me borrow her key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me later and we'll see.
Bye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Okay, so it keeps saying maybe I should check out that one area, but I actually have no idea where this comes from. What is that? Oh wait, is it this? Is it part of the armor? That's the only thing I could think of. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we're about to check out every single room in this place. Something that was seen earlier. I have no idea what that is. Oh, I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh, it's the... Oh, it's part of the bomb. Oh. I just found something. What is it?
Huh?
Oh, is that a part of a bomb? Is that actually what that is? What? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Do you think in the amount of time it took us to leave the gym, they like grabbed the bomb, put it in the body, and then that's it? Like, damn. Okay, either Kyoko is in a desperate attempt to like get out, so she like put the bomb there so it would blow up so that we could never figure out if it was her, if it was someone else, or like who the killer is, so then like she could get out, or I don't even know. Kyoko's room. Alright, we gotta go back and ask Byakuya ever so nicely. Byakuya-san, please. Oh, I can't even leave with this. Okay. I have to actually leave. Okay. But what did you think it was? I actually had no idea it was a bomb. Part of the bomb. Alright. Hidden room in the bathroom? Oh. True. Think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Alright, let's go. Here you are. Well then, here we go. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Here we go. Watch her room just be completely ordinary or something. So, this is Kyoko's room. Alright, let's just look at our book. Something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know, I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me, it's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if
possible.
it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? I mean, yeah, I knew that as soon as I saw the number. I was like, oh, probably the locker with the number 6 on it. Please.
Such ignorance.
Hey, I think it'd be wise to look around. Oh, look around more? Okay. Bathroom. Oops, no, that's not what I want.
It's certain.
Okay, okay. Let's look at her thingy here. Oh, nothing? Do you want me to talk to him?
What? Come on.
But regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. Sure, I have it here somewhere. I mean, I don't know that something's happened to her, though. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something certainly has happened, so open it. Okay. Open the envelope and look inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Duh, under the sheets. As I lifted up the sheets, what's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry, Mukuro Ikusaba. I keep calling it Ikura. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. Let's see. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba, female, the ultimate soldier. So not the ultimate despair? Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military school from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile has been added to the truth bullet section. Yo, I wonder if she was just training up to, like, do this to us. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel right. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then,
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Well, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming a hero. And, it's you. Oh, what have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on
Come
me.
on
I'm not gonna hold it
now.
against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order, which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Corpse, not core? Thunder? I think we established that my English is probably just a teensy bit better than yours, okay? Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I thought I heard you say core. I did say core. I was basically saying, Thunder, don't correct me, because my English is better than yours. I was thinking, I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words...
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes,
The total number
indeed.
of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Why does Makoto sound like he's like just discovering this for the first
The
time?
one they call the
Unless he's
ultimate
acting,
despair.
pretending like he didn't know. In front of Monokuma.
Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. Like, I feel like we've been over this like 10 times. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings, and since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Act in front of Bear. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Oh no. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means... those fake nails on the core. On the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
What?
Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student
That's
here.
right.
Obviously, Monokuma's trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later, but the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly
Perhaps she's the one
possible.
who killed Kyoko. What?
Hmm.
That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, she killed someone. That would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Yo, stop saying that. I feel like it's not. No, it can't be Kyoko. Kyoko's not dead. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? No, Byakuya. Yo, Byakuya is really pushing for it. Hey, Rai Guy. Yo, a part of me keeps thinking that because Byakuya is pushing it so hard, and I keep saying like, oh, why is he being so dumb now? I don't think he's being dumb. I think he's just trying to push it. Maybe he's the killer. Actually, but he said he had a solid alibi. Man, I don't know. I guess everyone does have solid alibis except for Kyoko and Mukuro. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Well, what makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro gives us information that would raise questions about her. Would be bold, to say the least. Mukuro giving us information. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Alright, we're almost done. We're almost done the stream for tonight, y'all. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
It's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? You should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Yo, a knife to go all the way through the body? I was thinking, is that even possible? What if, like, somehow, you know, it was the arrow and then they just made it look like it was the knife? I don't know. I don't know why they would even do that, but sure. Or there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
See.
It means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? Good question. Something
Very
wrong.
strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case, but how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Yo, because it's Kyoko's. No one could have entered the room. Oh wait, no one could have entered the room, I just realized. Byakuya. This guy.
Why?
Or perhaps. Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Yo, this guy's being sketch.
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Yo, because I was just thinking, like... Okay, here's the thing, everyone. If there is duct tape in there with blood on it, That means someone had to have put it there after the body was killed. I mean, I guess it could have been before, but... Okay, it's been days that Byakuya... I think it's been like 2 days. 2 days since Byakuya has had Kyoko's key. So the only one that could go into the room and out is Byakuya. Yo, I don't know, man. Okay. Here we go.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report says something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it says Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Oh, the person's on their hand. They have a wolf tattoo. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Oh, jeez, really? Man. Okay, well...
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class
right.
trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Here's the thing. Like, you know what I just said about the fact that Byakuya had the key to Kyoko's room? So, he's the only one who had access into it. In which case, you know, how did the locker key end up there? And stuff. And it just makes it seem like it's so obviously him. But I feel like whenever it comes to, like, something that's obvious, like, we can't... It can't be right. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be too obvious, especially at this point in the game. So... I don't know. Hold on, I just want to do the little, like, pre-talk before we go in the elevator here and see what's up. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. We stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Or what? Jesus. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Oh, we need Kyoko to come. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's the ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Kyoko. So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with the ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you're late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
It would seem...
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. A class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Okay, when Byakuya was talking about how everyone had an alibi, I was like, okay, so the only two people missing are Kyoko and Mukura? Mukura? Yeah, let's say that's her name. And then, so it was like, oh, it obviously has to be one of those two killed each other, right? But now that we've gotten rid of obvious number one, I feel like the obvious number two thing is the Byakuya is the only one who has access to the key, so he's the only one who could have put like that lock thingy in her. Oh wait, no, because Kyoko has a key that can unlock any door. Does that include all of the dorm rooms? All of the dorm rooms? Oh my. Oh my god, that changes everything. That changes everything. When she just, that makes me feel like I'm not overthinking when she said that this is a crucial moment for her. Oh no. Alright, well here's the thing anyway. So, just like last time, I would say the last trial I did, I was like 50% there and 50% confused. I would say I'm going into this about the same. Where like I really don't know what the answer is, but I feel like as you play the trial and you go through it, I feel like besides, you know, me obviously getting my bullet shit wrong, I feel like there's no way that you can like get it wrong because the answers are so clearly like right in your face, kind of. I just have to like stop being so oblivious and, you know, pay attention. But yeah, so we'll figure this out next time. I'm definitely not gonna do this now. But yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.